Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is just the introduction. It'll be on all the videos. I will put a timestamp where you can bypass this. Hope you don't. I hope you watch it at least one time, but if you're Crosswatchers, you watch for your moon, your rising, ascending, Venus, whatever it is, you can then just go there and it'll click you right towards where you want it to be. Okay. Now, again, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. I will pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and I will, of course, use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Crystal deck. Now, for the introduction, we will do an overview with my Rider-Waite tarot cards and my, yes, I still have to look, Colleen Barron Reed the Good Tarot. Okay. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for you. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Okay? Have fun with this. Now, interesting times. Oh, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to, just to say whatever comes through. Not even try to think about it, which, that's a little hard to do sometimes, but let it just flow and let it just come out. Okay, so the weekend, yeah, we've been having a lot of the Schumann resonance. We've been having those white spikes. I am not an expert on that. I try to give you what I find, so just know that, but you could also do your own looking that up in the wide internet. But I do get the Schumann resonance, that spiky thing, the white thing. I do take a screenshot of that from the Schumann resonance website itself. It's in Siberia. So interesting times. We can all feel the energies moving. What are we having? This weekend is going to be one of those other interesting times too, because we have on the second, and remember, it's not a light switch that just goes boop, it's on, and then boop, it's off. It's more of a dimmer switch. So we could be feeling this first through the third, maybe even longer. But on the second, we have Mars, which is in Aries, squaring with Pluto, which is in Capricorn. So when they're squaring, it's kind of like they're egging each other on. There's kind of that frenemy type of thing. You do it. No, you do it. You get in trouble. No, you get in trouble. So Mars and Aries, both, the gods of wars, depending Greek or Roman, culture. And then we have Pluto, so that's the war energy. That's the going forth energy. They like to be, Mars likes to be with Aries. Aries likes Mars to be in that constellation. So it's just really very, let's go forward. Let's get this, let's get this done. Let's make some havoc, okay? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes, who knows? It could be a little bit disheartening too. Anyway, then we have Pluto in Capricorn. It is retro. So it's visiting spots that it has just, been in. And one of the spots it's very, very close to. It's almost like in that same little sweet spot. Remember when I was talking about February 19th and then, 22nd, the 222 energies? And that was something to do with the, it was last there for the United States birth chart in 1776, July 4th. Well, it's like it's either like a degree off or it's like a minute off, but it's kind of in that same sweet spot. So Mars in Aries, Pluto in Capricorn. We know Pluto, transformation, destruction, but then things have, tower card type of energy. Things have to be destroyed in order for it to be rebuilt. And I do feel like we're sort of in that rebuilding period, but it's not necessarily easy. So we've got those two kind of, going at each other a little bit. So we have that. Put them aside. Now we have Mercury that's in Gemini. It is trining, and that's a very happy, that they work together now. Let's do this. Mercury, communication, also electronics. But mostly communication. Mercury likes to be in Gemini. Gemini loves Mercury. Very chatty type of energy there. Then we have that trining, so it's coming together with Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn, again, these are the things that I've been saying about Saturn, is, Basically, it is illusion versus reality. So the weekend could be very interesting. Things could be, more and more revelations, more things happening, more coming out. A little bit of that, that Pluto and Mars could be, really, like I said, loggerheads with each other. So let's see what we have. So look for an interesting weekend. And if you remember what I was talking about, the song Aquarius, well, we also have the first and second. We have the moon waxing in Leo. So some strong stuff going on. Let's see now. Let's use our cards and ask higher power. Higher power. What's going to happen? What's happening for this weekend? What do we need to be aware of? What are the energies like? And let's see, what are the energies like? Card falling out. When they fall out, it's like they need to come out. Let's go ahead and cut. See what we have. 2 more cards. Anything reversed has stronger energies. The court cards, the page, knight, queen, king, they have dual energies. So let's see what we've got going on here for the weekend overview. This is the card that fell out. The Fool. Now this is reversed. So we have the Fool. Now this is a lovely card. I love the Fool. There's so much hope. There's just so much passion with the Fool. The Fool has been called to go on this journey. The Fool, people are saying, well, that's really foolish of you. But the Fool just says, I'm called. I have no other real choice but to do what I need to do. So we have a 0. 0 is God source energy. Numbers have meanings. Now, a lot of times numbers can be used for dark energy. We like to use them more for the light energy. So 0 is God source energy. The Fool, new journey, new calling, new, just new. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's going to be happening with this. I just know that I have to do this. The Fool carries this carries this flower, carries this little bag, and basically has confidence and just believes, even though the journey may be rough, at this point, the Fool is like, yes, let's just start. So something's starting, something changing, something is moving on. And again, the Fool is on the precipice, and we've all been feeling that type of energy, like, where are we going? It looks like he's about to fall, off. He's just head in the clouds, or not in the clouds, in the sun, just kind of looking up, not watching even where he's going. But we don't know. We don't know what's below. Maybe it's a step down into another level. Who knows? But that's the journey of the Fool. We don't know. We just have to trust. We have to have faith. And again, it's saying we're being called to something that we don't even know. We don't know the outcome. We don't know the end. Next card is, okay, now we have another major arcana. We have the Devil. The Devil is a 15, so it's a 1-5. Again, the 1 is new beginnings, new start. 10, transitional energy, plus a 5. 5 is all about change. A lot of times it's 555. We've all seen those, those double, triple numbers. Change. Could be positive, could be negative. The thing about this, as we start the new journey, the thing about the Devil is a lot of that is being ruled by fear. Breaking out. Do we break out? Do we even leave our chains? What are we supposed to do with this? The thing is, when you look at the chains are loosely bounding. So these whoever or whatever these are could slip these chains and move on. But is it basically, rather stay with the devil than go on the fool's journey? A lot of this is facing your fears, confronting your, just coming to face your fears. The thing about this is now, we don't necessarily want to stay in this very, this harsh energy here. The interesting thing when you look at these people, there's a feminine and a masculine, is they're no longer human. They're no longer fully human. They're being transformed into something else. So the Fool is saying, is saying, come on, we're being called to something else. The Devil basically says, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to do this? Wouldn't you rather stay with what you know than maybe try something new, or maybe, try a new pathway? So this is, a lot of this is the, like I said, facing fears. But, you've been following me for a while. This comes up periodically. It's, fear is the tool of the devil, is one of the tools of the devil. It keeps you from following your journey. It keeps you from moving on to where you need to move on to, or where you're being called. Fear can keep you from your calling. Okay, let's see what this next card is. And there we have it. Again, reversed. Were they all reversed? I think they were. But again, we have that 5 energy. We have the Hierophant. You know that I'm not necessarily a big fan of the Hierophant. The Hierophant, to some readers, is saying you're coming to your higher calling, that you're being, that you're just rising above yourself. To me, the Hierophant is the business of religion, the business of government, the ruling of the religion, the ruling of government. Basically, very strict, very structured. So it's kind of like fear. Do we stay with one? Do we go on that new journey? So this weekend does have a lot of that. Does have a lot of choices for us. And, it could also be that many of us who follow, many of us who have, you've communicated with me, I do believe that, star seeds, indigo, crystal children, whatever time period you came in. And like I say, I'm from the old time period. There is some changes. We have some choices to make. Which way are we going to go? What are we going to choose? Are we going to choose the conformity of the Hierophant? Or are we going to choose maybe the freedom or the liberation of the Fool? I don't know, but it's interesting energy, and many of us are seeing this. So we have, again, 15, which is 555. We have that 5 energy again, change, change, change. Do we go with the changes, or do we not? So this is, again, this is structure. This is very, very limiting energy. The Hierophant is very, limiting. The Hierophant, and anything that you want to read about the Hierophant, it's kind of like, well, you can, get with like-minded, you can stay with what you know, or maybe you should try something new. So let's see. Interesting. This is, I don't quite know what to tell you about this. These are big, powerful stuff. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here now. Let's go on with the Colleen Barron Reed. I don't know why I have such a hard time with her name, but I want to say it correctly. And let's see. The Good Tarot, Higher Power. What would you like to tell everyone this week, for this weekend, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What do we need to know? Here we go. Now, you can also see the pentacle is skewed. So that could be, the pentacles, the sign of the pentacles, that is our earth energy, that is our money, job, career. It's also Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy too. So there could be, we're all having some strange things going on. So it could be money that is being used to keep us in fear. I don't know. Okay, let's see what this is all about. And now, again reversed, we have the 5 of air. 5 of air. Air energy is our Aquarius. I told you we've got stuff going on with Aquarius. Saturn's in Aquarius. It's our Gemini. Mercury is in Gemini also. It is also our Libra energy. Now, it is about our thought processes, hearing news, making plans. A lot of times, this is also the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords always has sneaky snake there. Somebody that is not honorable. Somebody that's trying to pull one over you. So this 5 of air has that mental conflict, that mental, what am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to trust? What am I supposed to trust? The 5 of air leaves you spinning. The 5 of air leaves you not knowing which way to really go. Do I trust what I believe I know, or do I trust what I know I believe? So there's some real conflict with this. There's some real conflict. Not quite sure where we're going with any of it. I hope that I follow the Fool's journey. You never know, though. You never know. No judgment with this. but there is some mental conflict. There is some mental choices. There is, who do I trust? Where do I, what do I trust? What am I supposed to, where am I supposed to be going? So I would say that there is going to have some conflicted energies going on, but I do feel I am going to go, because this is the one that fell out, I am going to go with the promise of the Fool and say that things will be put on, that we will choose the journey. So interesting, of course, it's always interesting, so let's see what we have going on with this one. But this has some really interesting energies right here, and I don't know, which way do we choose? What do we choose? Okay, I will be starting the videos right after this, but please take a moment to do all that liking, like, go down, like everybody, like it all. But like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. And why don't we start our videos now? Hello to my wonderful, wonderful Tauruses. How are you? Oh, is Uranus making things a little bit hectic for you, and all this other energy that we talked about coming up? I do feel like it's going to be one of those hectic energy weekends. It's just kind of like rah, 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 type of thing. That's why I have this swirly thing around me. It's like, does the, I don't know, is that swirly? Is it a sonar? I don't know. I just feel like you're going to be picking up on everybody's energies. And I'm going to tell you, some of the, I've done the water signs, the fire signs. You become the last of the earth signs. And then I will go into the air signs. And I'll tell you, some have had like, wow, this is going to invigorate you. And some have had like, oh, this is going to be just kind of a hard time. I think, my Tauruses, what I'm picking up is you're going to be picking up all of that. You're very psychic. You're very intuitive. So you put your shields on you. Cover yourself in God, Source, whoever, in cloak of protection. That's what I do. God, cover me in your cloak of protection. Keep away the negative energies. Keep away, give me only what I can deal with, okay? And I don't really want to have to deal with it either. So only what will help me through it, or only what will be beneficial. You have to be very careful about our words. But I feel, my Tauruses, you're just going to feel so many. And so if you're feeling rage, I want you to be aware of where that rage is coming from. Is it really coming from you, or is it coming from the driver next door to you, or the one that's right next to you? If you're feeling lethargy, is it because you didn't sleep, or is it because you're just being drained? Are you having a lot of vampires around you, energy vampires? I just feel like you're just going to be you're going to be this open psychic sponge. You're going to be a psychic sponge this weekend. So sometimes it feels real strong, and just like I said, ground yourself, do those things that ground you, have peace, rest when you can, hydrate, all that good stuff. But I really, cover me in the cloak of protection. Okay, that helps me the most. Anyway, let's see what we have for my Tauruses. This one's reverse, strong stuff. First card up for my Tauruses is the Two of Fire. Well, that's a positive energy. I love the Two of Fire. Fire is our Aries. Yeah, we got Aries going right now. It is Leo. Leo's got some stuff got some play in the game, and it's also Sagittarius, full moon. So we had that, that has now pushed forward. So we do have a lot of the fire energies, very passionate, burning, very determined, very committed energies. So now there's very strong, this is positive. It doesn't always have to be positive. It just is going to be very strong. Okay, and you need to be kind of prepared for it. Okay, so twos, numbers have power also. Twos are crossroads, choices, pathways. Which way do I go? It's also coming together. The Two of Fire is kind of that lighting that fire underneath you. When they say, oh, you need a fire lit under you, get moving. Well, the Two of Fire is that. It's moving you. It's embracing you. It's invigorating you. It is, recharging you. It's like, I've got this. I need this. I want this. Okay? It is empowering you also. Now, you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. So don't be very, like I said, with the other energies, the other people around you. Try to block them from keeping you, because that's another thing that I tell, in the beginning. Fear is a tool of the devil. Well, distraction is also. And the fact that you feel these things so deeply, that takes you off your game too and off your path. So, next card is the Knight of Air. So, Knights, underlying energy, fire. Because, court cards have that, the dual energies. Air energy is our Aquarius, Saturn, Gemini. So again, going back to that intro. Also, Libra, thought processes, hearing news, thinking things through, planning, okay? The Knight of Air has the passion of the fire, but also, has that air energy, of, the ones I was just telling you about. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra has that mind thoughts, kind of like, but the thing about that is if you have fire and you have air, it's very combustible. It's very quick, okay? If you want to put out a fire that's in a bucket or something, you cover it and it will, it burns up, okay? It just loses its fire because it burns through the oxygen. If you add the air, it just really gets you going. And so there's a lot of well, I guess what I'm trying to say, long story short, lot of movement, lot of activity, lot of invigoration with the Knight of Air. Knights are directional, so once they get started down their pathway, it's really hard to rein them back in. The Knight of Air is, I'm just feeling, I don't feel like the Knight of Air is as controlled as sometimes like the King of Air. There's not a control. It's kind of like you got an idea and you just run with it, okay? So it's just a very invigorating, very fast-moving type of energy. So I don't feel it's for this time, I don't feel that there's a lot of control. So I don't know if that's self-control or just that you speak it and then all of a sudden it runs with you. So intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. See what this last one is? The Queen of Earth. Now this one is grounded. This one I like. This one, and not that I don't like this one. It just seems really fast. It just seems really moving, like it's just pushing you forward. And I feel like my Taurus is, you feel like you're a little out of control with that Knight of Fire. Okay, and it's kind of like you want to, like I said, not that you want to change directions, but you want to rein it in a little bit. Well, the Queen of Earth does that for you. The Queen of Earth provides you that grounding. So you do get that energy. Now, so we do have, so the Queen's underlying energy is water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, we're in the season, just had the new moon. Well, it's tonight, but, by the time you watch this, Scorpio, the South Node is in Scorpio right now. Also, to Pisces, Neptune just went retro in Pisces. So there is some things going on with the water energies also. But the earth energy is your energy. It's Virgo energy. It's Capricorn energy, which is Pluto. But remember, Pluto, which is transformation, it's getting ready to start building now. It's getting ready to start transforming into something wonderful now. It still goes back and forth a little bit between the build down, the tear down to the build up, kind of saying, no, not quite right. We're going to take this down again. But it is starting to be more firmly in the build up phase. Starting. Okay, but it's also your energy, like I said. So it's home, job, money, career. The Queen of Earth wants stability. The Queen of Earth wants to create something that's going to be lasting. The Queen of Earth wants things that are going to be more than just flighty. Doesn't want flighty. So the Queen of Earth, I do feel like you need to try to stay as grounded as you can so that it'll help you with your thought processes. Because if you're picking up everybody's thought processes, it really will help. It really will keep you off of your path. And the Queen of Earth is kind of like saying, no, chill a little bit, ground yourself, protect yourself, do all of those things, whatever it is that you personally do to help, like I said, to help ground you. And things will work out the way they need to work out. Okay? It's just, it's just filtering out all of that extra noise that you're going to be picking up from other people. Okay. So the Queen of Earth is thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So instead of snapping at the person that's like, that you're like feeling this, you're picking up their rage and you're like, well, wait, just stop it. Just, okay, go in peace, stay shining, blessings. You don't have to say you love them. You don't have to even say now just, I wish, go, just move. Anyway, so that's sensible. But so anyway, things are happening. The only thing that I'm going to say is you're picking up so much of of so many people's turmoil, and it just is going to be hard to think. It's just going to be a weekend that's hard to stay on track. But the track is really good if you can stay on it. How's that? Okay, higher power. John Holland, Psychic, Tarot, and Oracles. What else can you say for my wonderful Tauruses? Here we go. Whoops. Here we go. The crown chakras. Now, I've been getting a lot of the chakra energies, but not the same ones. Crown chakra, we have a 7. 7 is a divine number, divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention. The chakras, now there's a lot more than just 7 chakras, but we talk about the 7. The crown chakra is here. This is like your connection with higher power. A lot of times I think of it as an escalator with it going up and down, like the 2 escalators together. And, it's like things going up, things coming down. Angels coming down, angels going up. Connection, thoughts. So with this, again, what I was saying, and remember, divine umbrella, covering, divine covering, asking for your covering. So this is, keeping your thoughts, helping, staying with that higher power energy. Reaching out to whoever that is for you. To me, that's God. Just kind of, God help me through this. God help me. Many times when it says pray without ceasing, it's like, God help me, God help me, God help me. So it's just really connecting. But that Knight of Air is my only little bit of a tweaking, and that just means that things are just going to be, the air energy is just going to be rushing around you so much, and I just want you to just protect yourself through it. But otherwise, stability here, there's sensibility here. This is you coming out to, like I said, coming into your power. Crown chakra, really, really connect. That's going to help you through it. It's just going to be a whirlwind of a weekend for you. Okay? So let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Tauruses. Here we go. Yeah, that Aquarius is coming to mind, and maybe that's that song I was singing a little bit ago, couple of away, or it could be the, what is it, Saturn in Aquarius, truth versus illusion. So, not everybody likes to see the truth, and I just feel like there's going to be that all around you. I think there's going to be some high emotions around you. The only thing I want you to do is just be careful for you to pick out what are yours and what's not yours, okay? You can feel your feelings, but what's not your feelings? I don't want you to be feeling their feelings, though. You were kind of wired that way. Here we go. Crystal or energy. Rhodochrosite. Service. Contentment. Healing emotional wounds. Oh, renewal of passion. I like saying rhodochrosite. Anyway, my Tauruses, it feels like it's an active weekend. You get through it. We always do, don't we? Anyway, take a moment, my Tauruses, to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. You have really been so supportive. I love you all. Thank you. But most importantly, always know, my Tauruses, that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.